Hey guys, it's Pineapple. Playing through New Game Plus, I have decided I'm going to start exploring locations in this game a lot more in depth because I'm learning that I've missed a lot of places in this game and a lot of items. And now that I don't feel the pressure of needing to progress the story to go get weapons because I have a build that I like and weapons leveled up that I like, I'm kind of just going back to play the game and have some fun. In front of me across the dining hall, you'll see that there's a slumped over body with a purple item on him and then a treasure chest that I missed my first playthrough. And so on stream the other night, I sat in here for about 45 minutes trying to figure out what to do. And my chat was telling me I needed to drop from the roof or walk across this line right here. And I wouldn't put that past From Software to put in the game. So I was trying to figure out, do I need to activate this rope? Because it looked really odd that they would edit in a rope that way and have it knotted there on the handrail. And I felt like that might have been a obvious ladder. I cut out about 20 minutes there of me using random weapons and whatnot to try to deactivate it and make it so I could go across there or whatever. That did not work. This is not something you can do in the game, although I thought that would have been really cool. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to get to there and other places on Stormveil Castle that weren't as obvious the first time you played it through. I'm also going to put how many times I died on this stupid jump. I think it's really cool that they added in secret doors and secret pathways like that. In fact, I'm here just trying to get behind that balcony to see, is there a secret room that I was supposed to be going in? The ledge there looked kind of weird. But it's not. And right across the hall there is where we're trying to go. This is the path you're supposed to take up here. You're supposed to actually make that jump. I died so many times doing that stupid jump. After I finally got over across there, I'm now just running across the building tops trying to figure out where I was supposed to be going. And I meet my favorite enemy in this game, the bird. I cannot tell you how much I hate the birds in this game. Not only are the birds a very strong enemy, they have the weirdest hitboxes because they're flying, and if you don't time an attack right, they just murder you. So this is the building top that you'll want to be on to get over to that ledge. Underneath me is one of the hallways. Now, I might have scored in the top 99% for the Iowa Basics test of basic learning for maps, but this map was hard to read and I ended up going down the wrong way. This is a different area that you can explore. I think this is the balcony up above the courtyard with all the enemies in it. I'm redeeming a Twitch channel point right now of someone making me use the Madness pike. But then I quickly remember that I've already been over here, so I'm going to fast travel away. So now I decided to go from that bonfire up the tower back to where I would go to jump over on top of that building, because I figured out that that is the building that has the dining hall in it that I need to be on. And I finally figured out that this pile of rubble gets me up on the ledge, but I'm really sad at how many times it's going to take me. And you'll see here how many times it takes me to figure out I could have gone right on the rubble instead of dropping, because I really need to be on that ledge that's in front of me. And it really did take me about a half an hour of doing this trial and error to figure out where I needed to go. I'm really excited that From Software added in these different ways to go. I should go right here. Just to the right, Pineapple. To the right. See, I missed it. I'm on this tower. I needed to be back. You'll see it. I'll get over there eventually. I'm just showing how many times I failed to get onto this platform. And I'm still going to die here and realize I'm on the wrong platform. I needed to be on the other side of this tower. Beautiful scenery, though. I am enjoying it. So right here, I need to go right. Pineapple, you need to go right. See? Now we're cooking. But I still get knocked off, so that's fun. And then I find out there's a boss fight down there. So then when I finally get across here and I'm running, I realize this is the dining hall room right here. So I drop down. This is that room I'm trying to get to. There's your troll hanging upside down because he's going to be fed to the rats. Here's your locked door. And this is the moment of victory that I get in, and I'm able to get those 2 items I saw. The purple item is a Stoneward key, and in the treasure chest is something worthless. I don't remember what it is. I'll show you in just a second as I continue just to explore over here. You can see the dining hall there. On the one side, this is the big room with the crab, and this is the treasure chest. This was something I missed on my first playthrough because I was just running through it. And I hope if you guys are enjoying this content, you can go back and find these things too. A pickled turtleneck. That's what it was. Jesus, that was the dumbest item I have ever picked up in this game. Another very fun death there. I got to tell you, the parkour in this game is really fun. How many times I died doing this. But then I needed to go back up above that room so that I could get over to the ladder that's over here. And I'm going to continue to show you guys the rest of the Stormveil Castle area that I missed and just some of the backwards areas that you can go in because some of these were off the beaten path. So when you're going through it, you might have missed this. That's the room that you fight the knight in with the really nice dining table. And then just kind of going around. I do believe there is a way to get up here without having to do all the parkouring, that you can just jump over a ledge that I was missing. But like I was saying, I really enjoy that From Software put jumping in this game and then added some, yeah, right here. I literally could have just turned around and jumped. You don't have to go over the buildings to get over to where I was. So you could have gone this way, gone up the ramp. I'm not going to show it. Climbed up on top, dropped down. Pretty cool stuff. I really enjoy From Software. Like, you can go so many different paths to get to items. You could do the easy one like most people, or you could do the hard one like me and just keep dying over and over again and just really test how much you love yourself. But the jumping in this game, I think, is going to add a really cool element of exploration. And I'm glad that there's not a whole lot of soft zones in this game where it looks like you can land there, but you really can't. I hate when game developers are lazy and they do that. Just put a mountain. Put literally a cliff that I can't get by. Don't put something that I could possibly jump on and then I slide because you didn't put details there. It makes me excited to go to other areas throughout this playthrough and see what else I'm missing and what else I can jump up onto. This is up above the courtyard that has all the guys with the ballistas and archers and whatnot, and then the big butcher guy at the very end. Fun little fight up here. I'm just going to continue to showcase all of this because I don't know if everyone has seen this area, just because it is kind of a difficult area to get to. It's not one that you would normally get to if you're like running through the game and not exploring enough. I'll probably get comments from people that, hey, Pineapple, you're an idiot. I explored all of this. I actually built this castle. I own it. And you missed things because you're bad. But then the last part I'm going to show, once I get over there, is unlocking the door inside the lift room before you go to fight Godric. Because that was another area to get the door open and then get the secret boss that's under Stormveil Castle. I haven't seen a whole lot of videos on it, so it might be something a lot of people miss because they were just going to get Godric. This is the door I'm talking about that I want to open up. It's not going to be just yet. It's at the very end of the video that I get there. First, we're going to go underneath and fight the secret boss. And while I'm waiting for that, oh, actually, this is funny. I told one of my Twitch viewers, Chuck, if you're here, Chuck, appreciate you, Chuck, told me to just jump down here. I told him I'm going to ban you if you're wrong, if you're just trolling with me. So I gave him the O, like the okay, here we go. And then we jumped. And Chuck was right. He doesn't mislead me. I gotta stop doubting Chuck. So you go down here. At the very bottom is the boss fight with one of those Erd tree root worm gross things that I hate fighting. So there's a little parkour while we explore. It's a cool little area. I enjoy how much detail there is in this game, and exploration is very fun. And while I explore this, big shout out to St. Peter's, who is in the Elite Eight in the March Madness men's basketball or men's college basketball tournament. They were a 15 seed, weren't supposed to beat Kentucky, weren't supposed to beat the second team, and then they beat Purdue last night to go on to the Elite Eight, where they're going to play somebody else that I'm now blanking on because I don't have anything up and I'm really bad at commentating. But very fun to watch. Shout out St. Peter's. They also added a lot of platforming in this game that can get really frustrating. If anyone was watching me, or literally anybody, try to go get the fingerprint shield, the big stone one that everyone's running, that parkouring was very frustrating, very rewarding, and very fun. And the rats. I talked about the birds earlier. I was trying to finish my thought there, but these rats, I hate them. I hate rats so much. Everyone talks about Godric's delayed heavy attack. Rats' delayed heavy attack is so much worse than it because it packs a stupid punch. They never get one-shotted. I hate rats. But that's fun. We end up killing these rats, exploring a little bit farther. We get to the boss fight. I'm kind of excited to see what other things I have missed. I try to favorite things on TikTok as I see them and put them into a folder so that I can have ideas for stream, for exploration. But there's so many videos that I see where I go, wow, I didn't even know about that. You know, if you just turn a corner and find that cave, find the hole in the wall, find the one little ledge, the little pathway, you know, it opens up into such a bigger area, which is one of the things I just love about these games. There's like a reward for exploring. It kind of reminds me of the first RPG games I was playing. I think the first one would be Oblivion, which was a really funny game. I didn't know it was a fantasy game when I first got it. I refuse to read. I hate reading. Games should be very easy, should handhold me. They should tell me what, like those reaction video or the reaction sequences in like a Spider-Man game where it's like, oh, press A and you can do this really cool backflip and not die to Doc Ock. All games need to do that for me. Every single one of them. I'm just kidding, of course. But I did enjoy booting up Oblivion for the first time and thinking it was some sort of just a medieval game. And then I was really shocked when someone threw a fireball at me. That was funny. But then I refused to learn magic, so I never even ran magic. I was just running around in iron armor and swords, pretending that I was in the Gladiator. And that was fun. But I remember running around those open worlds, and you'd find, you know, a village or a shack or a cave, and you'd be like, I wonder what's in there. And you'd go in, and sometimes there'd be a quest, and it was a unique quest. It wasn't even like the same one. And you'd go in, you'd usually fight some enemies, you'd fight a boss, you'd get a unique weapon that was unique to that area for that cave. It wasn't just a RNG type thing. And over the years, other games have tried to do that. One of the ones I wish would have done it better was The Witcher 3. I felt like some of their exploration was more, you need to go over here to get like a print for a armor set, and there wasn't anything like rewarding about going there. But I could be wrong. I beat the game and put a few more hours into it, but not a whole lot. I was really irritated about the open world it just felt empty. But like Elden Ring so far and other Souls games, it seems like you find that area that maybe you're not supposed to find or is harder to find, and then you explore down there, and all of a sudden you're fighting this weird tree worm thing, and you're going to get a special spell or a special weapon from him that you can only get from that when you play with a friend or you play online and you post a video, people are like, yo, how'd you get that? And you're like, oh yeah, I went to this one area, and they're like, oh my God, I didn't know about that. And that's one of those gaming moments that I love. They're fun. And then when you can tell them that you solo hit list the worm thing, it's really funny. Although on watching this over again, I literally just got a golden seed and a stoneward key. I have like 30 of those stoneward keys, by the way. Use them as you're exploring. Don't save them. There's so many that you can buy. And I've yet to look it up if they're 1-to-1. Like if I collect 30, are there 30 of them in the world? Or if there's like extras? I've yet to confirm that. If anyone knows, let me know down in the comments below. But the exploring in this game has been really fun. I've enjoyed it. And then you get to see these. Oh yeah, you get the Prince of Death's pustule. cannot pronounce that word. But then you get to see like these cool things. Like, I don't know what this IOC is down here, but look at that. I think it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I don't know who designed that. They seem like they're in the wrong industry. You know, there are times where the work I do, I need a certain level of recognition on it. I can't do everything without being recognized. And I can't imagine working on a game like this and coming up with a design for an area or a boss or a weapon and then waiting for people to find it. It has to be like a certain personality or skill trait to be able to do that. I mean, I played through this game and won the first playthrough, and I could have just put it down, and I would never have known about that boss fight down there or that weird thing that I was just standing on. And someone took their actual time to design that and implement it in the game, and not as many players have seen that as they have like Godric, and that's kind of cool. Anyway, that tree right there is where I could have just dropped down from above where that bird killed me, and then I could have gone down here to do this fight. That's also how crazy this game is to me, that like these little pathways, you feel like you're so far away, but you're really not. So this is the last part I was going to do just to show you how to open up that door behind me. I cut out the 20 minutes of me going up here and exploring because I kept forgetting to hit the button to go back down. Little Souls tip, if you're going up to somewhere that you think you're going to die, click the damn elevator button so it goes back down. But this is the place up above the troll. You can explore here. You can find some jars over here to the left. You can farm them for the ritual jars and whatnot. I cut out real quick like the 30 minutes of me just exploring here because I couldn't figure out where I was standing. But again, there's like these little ledges that you can jump on to get to certain areas that maybe aren't as obvious, which is really cool. And then you do this really difficult jump. First try, baby. And then there's a little tower. There might have been an item up here. I can't remember. This is like I think the second time I was up here because I was arguing with Chad about where to go. Because they said right here, when you go up here, that this level is the one you need to be on to go open that door. And I said, no, that's the level I came in on, not remembering that I literally just walked upstairs. So I went off of the base level that I came in on. And I'm going to cut it out right here because it took me another 40 minutes of me running around to realize, oh, the jars are below me right now. And that's where I came in. And so now I'm up above. And on stream, I'm congratulating, I think it was Chuck again who probably told me this. And we're going to continue on. Got a couple items up here. Still can't figure out what those lilies do, although I haven't explored crafting all that much. And you get into this back room. There's a couple enemies down here that are really annoying. I fight them, go out the door, go down the stairs. Then you open up that door, and then you have access to this back area and the elevator that I showed at, I think it's called the lift chamber, I believe. Trying to be informative here. I got scared there. I thought I was being invaded by a white phantom, even though that's not a thing. But when you're in the heat of battle, sometimes you just don't think about those things. You're just reacting. And I thought I was going to have a boss fight here or an invader fight. Was trying to get ready. So then this is the back area. You got some more parkouring along the castle. Every time I see this castle, I think about what it would take to build a castle, and it just blows my mind. Like, just thinking about people laying brick by brick how to build someone else's castle. I can't understand it. But look how pretty this look how beautiful this game is. I love this game so much. And I'm so excited to continue to bring you guys videos like this as I'm just exploring, because on the second playthrough I am going to try to go through each location and make sure it's more explored than what it was my first playthrough, so that if I find something I can go back and record it. Another idea I was toying with, would you guys like me to just download my Twitch streams and post them on YouTube? I think that's dumb, but that's just for me. If you guys would, I will. Or if you want me to just chop them up into the boss fights, let me know down below. Thanks.